So this Sunday we hear, I think that gospel passage that we're all familiar with, you are the salt of the earth, you are the light of the world. If salt loses its taste, it can't be seasoned. Light's not lit to be hid under a bushel basket, but put it on the mountaintop. Well, I don't know that we've ever actually listened to it. Because we've been told so many times and it's so ingrained into us. What are the two things that we're never to speak about in polite company? Politics and religion. Well, the first one is fine. If you don't want to talk about politics, don't. It usually ends up in fighting. But to not speak about religion, how can you be a Christian and abide by that? Right? The final command of Jesus as he ascends to the Father on ascension is what? To go and preach the gospel to all nations. How can his church preach to all nations if we're forbidden from speaking about faith? This is the command of the Lord. This is the final command of the Lord, to spread his gospel, to share the good news, to bring others to join us at his altar. And so when Jesus in this gospel says, you are the salt of the earth and the light of the world, yes, you are the light of the world. I am the light of the world, and we should shine it. The world needs hope. The world needs somewhere to turn to be healed and to find freedom. Here it is. It shines forth on this altar of God. And it's us who will show people where it is. If salt loses its taste, with what can it be seasoned? It's useless just to be thrown outside and trampled underfoot. Yes, we have to maintain the savor of our faith. We have to allow the faith to infuse itself into us. Absolutely. What's the number one quality about a person that would cause me to not want to be in their church? If they're a hypocrite, right? Who wants to join a church that's full of gossips and liars and jerks and you can any sin, but who wants to join a church that's full of people who are just mean? But rather, I want to join a church that's full of joy. I want to join a church that's filled with hope. I want to join a church where I can see that people are growing in holiness. It's us who are near to God that provide the seasoning to the world. To be the salt of the earth is to be close to God, that we can give the whole world around us a sense of vibrancy, a sense of new life, a sense of brightness, a sense of attractiveness, a sense of not being in despair, but living in joy. To be the light of the world means that I'm first the salt of the earth. And it is the command of the Lord to do both. To grow in holiness, to grow in my understanding I belong to God. And then with that holiness, to go out of these doors of the church and shine that light for the world to see, that they can come and join me at this altar.